I use this one as a sample to show you how to convert a 3D model to engineer drawing. Because in SolidWorks, right? The idea is when you see this stuff here, not like AutoCAD. So what is the procedure we produce engineer drawing? First, what we do, we sketch and use a feature to make a 3D, right? And another sketch, another 3D. Either add on or cut. So first step you finish is what? Is a 3D model. Yeah? You're not like AutoCAD. AutoCAD you draw 2D drawing, give to workshop. Hey, make it. In SolidWorks, what we do, we get a drawing, which my boss give it to me. So that drawing is what? Drawing is 2D, not necessary to be 3D. Like this one, you got every one you got 3D. That's just you're lucky, because 3D is a for illustration purpose. Like old days, we don't have a computer, but we still manufacture. We manufacture stuff for how many years? 120 years. Right? That time we don't have a CAD, so we use 2D drawing. 3D just impossible. Right? Impossible. You may see this side, but you see the back side, the details. Right? So everything 2D drawing. So you get a 2D drawing. You use that 2D drawing, convert it to 3D model, which is something like this. So that's only halfway. And you want the other halfway. You gotta convert the 3D back to 2D drawing to give workshop people to do it. In other words, workshop people make it. What is their Bible? What do they follow? They don't follow 3D. They want 2D, right? So you in this week 2 exercise you did all the 3Ds. But now you gotta convert it to 2D. And that's a big job. But for that's the first 4 5 weeks, it's very simple. You just need to do the basic. So what I'm going to do now, assume week 2 you did this, right? So now I show you how to 2 minutes back to 2D, so we can do the worksheet. Right. So now first thing you do, from here, that one here. Then you click this one here, click that one here. Say make drawing from part or assembly, right? Say yes. Then after that, so you're gonna do this default SolidWorks sheet sets, right? So we use A3. That's the most popular one. A3 ISO. So far we use this. In the future, we can develop uh, your one, your personal one, or Chisholm one, or your company's. If you find a job, find a part-time job, you use a big company one. But that's the next step, right? So this step I just use generic A3. Just click OK. Right now, then you follow the work instruction. For example, this one, every drawing has 3 views, 4 views actually. Front view, top view, right view, and isometric view, right? You just drag this one here. See, first thing you gotta check it, you gotta pick the front view. So I see, look at this one here, drag the front view here, right? And then click on front view, go that way, you got the top view, right? And go back to the front view, click side view, you got a side view, right? And go back to go diagonal view, you got isometric view, right? So the, the the first thing you do, right? It may look funny, too big or too small. Don't worry, just roughly position. So this one here actually goes out, right? Don't worry, just leave as is, right? Stop. So you gotta if your worksheet has 2 views, you do 2 views. If your worksheet like this worksheet has 4 views, you do 4 views. So after four views done, then you click the green things here, stop the green, right? Now you can first you gotta change the scales, right? So you go to sheets format here. Can you see that? Sheets format here, right? You say properties. On the properties, so far 2:1. That's why so big, right? So you can change it to 1:1. 1:1, and pay attention. We want a third angle projection, which this one is not that trouble these days. The old days, SolidWorks from American, so by default is first angle projection. If you use the old version, you got to pay attention. That's first individual. In this country, we use third individual, right? Or if you are going to send your drawing sheets to some other countries, for example, China, to make it, then you're gonna keep the first individual. But different countries, different standard, right? Third individual, personally, I like third individual because simple. First individual, little bit complicated. Alrighty. But you don't have trouble. Your SolidWorks version, they made a Aussie version or American version. So by default, this one here. If too big, then you reduce number to 1. If too small, you change the second number. Right? So, but in this case, I try 1-to-1 first. I click apply changes. All right, perfect. Right. So now is the time to drag this one to the position. Normally, the isometric view. See the cross. Isometric view will put a corner, right? And we select the realistic view. So this one is realistic view, and all the rest, right? I think two on the top, right? So just drag down and make this one nicely in the middle, right? Right? Happy? Like this. All right. So by this step, right? You already get at least you get a half mark for the conversion from 3D to 2D. You get a half mark. What's another half mark? Details, dimensions. If I give this one, hey, Wallace, can you make this one for me? She'll say, no. How do I know how big or how small, right? Dimensions missing. So add a dimension. So how do you add a dimension? You have 2 ways to add a dimension, right? In exam, you're not quite sure. You're desperate. You just follow the worksheets. What worksheets are, what dimension is, you get a dimension. So you got a worksheets here. See? You got a worksheets here. That's your worksheets. Any dimension you can manually add, right? So you can, for example, you all got your worksheets on your model, right? So you set a smart dimension here. See, to here, to here. So that's 400, right? 400. This 400, right? Actually, is a vertical. See the vertical, and the worksheet is horizontal, right? At that stage, don't worry. But dimension style not necessary to be this one's good, this one not good. Because this one is just where we get it from. It's not necessary to Australian standard, right? So don't worry for that. As long as it's 40, yeah. Vertical 40, horizontal 40, no trouble. Right? This one's horizontal. But don't worry. Right? As long as the dimension is not missing, you can make for me 40. Vertically 40 is 40. Horizontal 40 is 40. Yeah? No trouble. So at the other dimension, don't not need to be too smart. Just follow the worksheet. What the worksheet say 40 yard, right? But what happens if it's 40, but when you add it's a 39, what does that mean? That means your model is wrong. Go back to check your model, right? So just follow this. But I do want to tell you one thing. If you're desperate, you can get some mark. You may just go to here, insert model items, right? And click your view. You go here, select the features. You click entire model, right? And give a green tick. So that's dimensions all there. But this automatic dimension not as good one. How to read? Then you need to manually fix it, right? Follow the worksheets. Manually change those positions, right? So for example, you want 20 here, you drag a 20 out, right? And I don't want the arrow head outside, change arrow inside. See, perfect, right? You gotta manually make it readable, but better than nothing. So nothing, you don't have any mark, yeah. But if it looks bad, you get some mark, right? So up to you. If you manually each one follow the worksheets, get a full mark. Or although automatic insert the first, then delete something no good, add something more, or change the dimension style. I use the word fine tune, make it nice, right? That's it. You get a full mark.
Can you say again how to get this?
Sure. Sure. Look. I just undo, right? Look. You want to start from here, right? I even get rid of this, right? So no. All right, now insert model items. Entire model here. Make sure this by default is select features. By you click entire model, right? Input item to all views. Make sure this one ticked. Green tick done. Pretty easy. Now the next thing is fine tune, right? So this one here and this one here and this one here. But you really need add something or delete something for the worksheets.
How to get the border?
How to convert to 3D to 2D?
Yeah. I didn't get that.
Yeah. So you got this one here, right? Now I just deleted that one. Don't save, right? So yeah, here, right? Go to the little thing here. See that one here? New, drop down, make drawing from part and assembly. Click, pick A3 sheets. Click OK. Front view first. Front view here. Click front view, go top view. Go back to front view, click again, go slide, go to left view, go back to front view again, go diagonal view, get isometric view. Then green tick. After the green tick, go to sheet format. Properties, change it 1 to 1. Click apply it. Then move to the nice spot. Yeah. Go down, make this one down, and make this one realistic view. Yeah. And go to insert model items, entire model, import items to all views, green tick, fine tune. The last one is fine tune. All right. I need to stop this. If I'm luckily I'm logged. I should